Davis is the face of boxing. Shut the F up. Gervonta Tank Davis is the face of mediocrity. In the words of Canelo Alvarez when he told the Miss Andre, get the fuck out of here, man. Límpiate la boca con jabón, señor. You liars, if you say that Gervonta Tank Davis is the face of boxing. Pelagato, sucio viejo, malparidos. If you don't know what I mean, translate that. Google, use your smartphone. He ain't the it factor. Nah, he hasn't proven it. Hasn't beat a quality pound for pound fighter for me to say that he's the face of boxing. Because when we talking about 100+ year sport of boxing and have Gervonta Tank Davis, and then we got a question: who did he fight? Did he fight anybody in the pound for pound? What's his biggest win? What's his biggest accomplishment? I mean, do you want to say that he's the face of putting butts in the seats? Okay, we got Jake Paul for that. What you want to say? That he's the face of selling pay-per-view? With Ryan Garcia. Anyway, before that, 200 pay-per-view buys, 200,000 pay-per-view buys. Is that the face of boxing for you? Or you want the face of boxing to fight the biggest challenges, win the biggest challenges, accomplish, walk around Hall of Famer? To be the man, you got to beat the man. Teofimo Lopez checks all the boxes. Teofimo Lopez is the face of boxing. Now, of course, we got Canelo Alvarez, the 4th division world champion, super middleweight undisputed, that's still right there. But when we're talking about the new age, the walking into a new era, Teofimo Lopez is the face of boxing. Teofimo Lopez is the standard of this new era, whether you like it or not, because Gervonta Tank Davis ain't the standard. Because if we're trying to say that Gervonta Tank Davis is the standard, and I like Gervonta Tank Davis, one of my favorite fighters, so I could be real and say Gervonta Tank Davis, all he's been doing is passing the eye test. I mean, Gervonta Tank Davis, again, what has he done? What has he done? Of course he's going to look special. He's going to look good. What about when he went to the 140 pound? Did he face Mario Barrio or Josh Taylor? Or did Teofimo Lopez did? Did Teofimo Lopez did his dirty work in 135 when Gervonta Tank Davis was trying to say to Floyd Mayweather, they trying to make me lose, putting him in front of Vasily Lomachenko. Teofimo Lopez had to come at the age of 22, 23 and take care of Gervonta Tank Davis' dirty work. And at the age of 28 of Gervonta Tank Davis, we're still begging for Gervonta Tank Davis. When are you going to fight these challenging fights? Now, let's not forget also that Gervonta Tank Davis' team said that the belts don't matter. So do you really want Gervonta Tank Davis to be the face of boxing? Do you want mediocrity to be the you know what I'm saying, the promo, the slogan for boxing? Teofimo Lopez checks all the boxes to preserve the sport of boxing, to preserve the respect for the sport of boxing, to preserve what a champion should look like, be like, and act like. Teofimo Lopez don't even have to marinate fights. There's a lot of people, even elite fighters in the sport of boxing. We're still waiting for the elite fighters. Hey, yo, look, Canelo Alvarez has done a lot, but we're still waiting for Canelo Alvarez. We want to see Canelo Alvarez and David Benavidez, but Canelo Alvarez has done a lot. He's stamped, right? We waiting on the heavyweight champions to fight one another, right? We waiting on Buck Crawford and Earl True Spence. They're going to be fighting July 29th, but we've been waiting for a long time. When it comes to Teofimo Lopez, forget all that bill. Forget all that marinade. I beat Richard Comey. Let me get Lomachenko. All right, I'm going to the 140-pound division. No Regis, no Barbosa, no Jose Ramirez, no Gary Antoine, no Brandon Lee, no Montana Love, no Hitchison, no Cepeda. Give me Josh Taylor. And matter of fact, it was Teofimo Lopez that asked for Josh Taylor. It's not like Gervonta Tank Davis that went to Mario Barrios and then people started asking him about Josh Taylor, and then his whole team was like, you know what? Let's go back to the 135. They're asking us about Josh Taylor. I remember Leonard Ellaby said that Josh Taylor brings nothing to the table. Legacy was on the table. Look at Gervonta Tank Davis right now. God forbid if Gervonta Tank Davis, who's locked up right now, but let's just say, God forbid, because I like Gervonta Tank Davis, but let's just say that Gervonta Tank Davis gets permanently hurt in jail. And then he can't fight no more. Can you tell me the legacy that he stands on? What legacy is Gervonta Tank Davis stand on? That he put butts in the seats? Motherfucker, you could put Blueface, you could put KSI is putting butts in the seats. What the hell that has to do with boxing? If y'all want to preserve the sport of boxing and you want your champion, the people's champion, that you don't even have to ask them to fight the best, that they'll go out there and volunteer to fight the best. As a matter of fact, it was Teofimo Lopez who took a take it or leave it deal to fight with Say Lomachenko. If he would have never took that deal, they would have given it to Felix Verdejo. Y'all remember? He said, man, let me get them crumbs. Left with $500K. Josh Taylor, they didn't even promote the fight with Josh Taylor. Matter of fact, it was David McWater, the promoter, the manager of Teofimo Lopez, who sent the proposal and the term sheet to Josh Taylor. Let me get that guy, the best guy, the undisputed guy, the top dog. See, when it comes to Teofimo Lopez, we don't even have to ask Teofimo Lopez to fight the best. He goes out there and he fights the best. He's ahead of the game. He's ahead of what the fans really want to see. Y'all remember, yo, T.O. is looking Barbosa, T.O. looking Regis. Hey, yo, announcement made, Teofimo Lopez fighting Josh Taylor. Shh. How many times is Teofimo Lopez going to humble the people? That's the face of boxing. The face of boxing wants to be the best. The face of boxing is already a walking Hall of Fame at the age of 25 because he fight the best. Two-time lineal, two-time undisputed. Yes, morally undisputed, because if you would have beaten, if the politics of the sport of boxing would have never came up with the little franchise, we identify the politics, we recognize the truth. That's undisputed. We understand the politics when Josh Taylor, he had to vacate the belt because like Earl the True Spence said during the press conference, where the hell is these fees going? It's a lot of fees. He didn't get beaten. He just vacated the belt. So you recognize the politics. So you got to recognize the truth. If you identify the politics, you recognize the truth. And Teofimo Lopez, two-time undisputed, two-time lineal, like Roy Jones Jr. said, like Antonio Tarver said, like Derrick James said. Teofimo Lopez is the standard. He's the bar. And if he's not the face of boxing, then if you want to put a Gervonta Tank Davis the face of boxing, you must be crazy. I love my sport too much. I have respect for boxing too much. Gervonta Tank Davis is nothing but Rafer Austin, Skip Tumalu, looking good in Rutgers Park, looking good. He is and one. He is one of the players from and one. Shree ball legend. That's Gervonta Tank Davis, huh? But he ain't no Steph Curry. He ain't no Michael Jordan. He ain't no LeBron James. Nah. Gervonta Tank Davis passes the eye test. He's like, oh, man, he's special. Teofimo Lopez says, oh, he beat a special fighter. God damn, he's special, Lord. He's levels above his opponent. He beat the odds. And in the sport of boxing, when you exceed your expectations, man, that's great. Has Gervonta Tank Davis have matched his expectations? Have he exceeded his expectation? Damn it, he's the senior. What the hell Gervonta Tank Davis has done for him to be the face of boxing? If he's the face of boxing, then boxing is a mediocre sport. If he's the face of boxing, boxing is a mediocre sport. You could just call it boxing like the YMCA. Your best athlete in the YMCA. Harlem Globetrotters, that's Gervonta Tank Davis. Teofimo Lopez is the it factor. If you got respect for boxing in this new day and age, Teofimo Lopez is the standard. In 135 and 140, he stamped his way into the Hall of Fame already. I'm just keeping it real. I would love to see a fight with Gervonta Tank Davis versus Teofimo Lopez. But looking at the route that Gervonta Tank Davis have taken, we all know that Gervonta Tank Davis and his team don't want no part of Teofimo Lopez. He's safe where he's at right now. Because if he comes out and sniff his way into the 140, he'll do what he did when it was Josh Taylor was the champion. If he wouldn't face Josh Taylor, what makes you think that they will face Teofimo Lopez? If Josh Taylor made him run to the 130, back down to the 135, what makes you think what Teofimo Lopez gonna make Gervonta Tank Davis do? And you can't age out Teofimo. You better pray that the man is going through some mental problems, but it's not going to happen, because even with outside issues or whatever you want to call it, Teofimo Lopez doesn't bring it to the camp, doesn't bring it to the ring. Teofimo Lopez checks all the boxes. The drama, the chaos, the skills, the talent, the physical abilities, the speed and power that's only gifted by God, the takeover. See, he's trying to take over the sport of boxing. That's the difference between Gervonta Tank Davis and Teofimo Lopez. Teofimo Lopez is trying to take over the sport of boxing. Gervonta Tank Davis is trying to tank boxing. And that's what he's been doing. Tanking boxing. Can you tell me his highlight? Of course. Bring people to the stands. You're doing a hell of a job. Of course, the springboard. Floyd Mayweather gave you a springboard of notoriety. If Gervonta Davis wasn't with Floyd Mayweather, we don't know what Gervonta Davis would be. Every fan that Teofimo Lopez have is a boxing fan. Everything he's earned, it was because of Teofimo Lopez. Know this marketing saying that he's gonna be the next Julio Cesar Chavez or Roberto Duran or Hector Camacho. It was Teofimo Lopez. No entourage, no hype, just him and his dad. No piggybacking from Floyd Mayweather or from a Canelo or from a Oscar de la Hoya like other fighters. Strictly Teofimo Lopez, the takeover. Now, do you want boxing in the hands of Teofimo Lopez that has proven to you that he's willing to be the best and fight the best and be the man? Or you willing to put boxing in the hands of Gervonta Davis? Hey, send him commissary money, by the way. Nah, Teofimo Lopez is the face of boxing. And if Gervonta Davis is the face of boxing, then might as well boxing is dead. The morals of boxing is dead. Because the business model of Gervonta Davis has nothing to do with legacy. Legacy don't reign supreme when it comes to Gervonta Davis. It's just the purse. And you take away the purse and he has nothing. You take away the purse of Teofimo Lopez and you have legacy. You have a man that's going to be having this good speech on the Hall of Fame inductee. Gervonta Davis' biggest win is versus a guy that never won anything. Shout out to Ryan, but that's just the truth. His biggest win versus Rolly. Even Rolly has accomplished a world title 140. That don't mean nothing. Teofimo Lopez, the face of boxing. Get used to it.